Evening guys, welcome back. Celtic Crossbows, Mark here. This is part 5 of your Adderini Crossbow build guide. We're going to go straight over the turntable now to do a small video of where you should be at by now with your crossbow pistol. Then we're going to come back and do a quick recap of the sequences to bring you back up to date for people who haven't been following or can't be bothered to go back to look through the guide, okay? So we're just cutting over the video now. Okay guys, welcome to part 5 of the build guide for the Adderini. Now for those you've been following, you should be now at this stage. The magazine is now married to the body, the handle has been, the bolts have been cut, and now today we're going to look at assembling the riser and the prod. Okay guys? Okay guys, so if you enjoyed that little intro on the turntable, this is where we are. We haven't assembled the front yet. The magazine, this is now in place and running smooth. Okay, so you should have filed your rails inside. The front should still be loose. The next step is to cut off your 2 bolts on your cocking handle. All I use, quite simply, was a junior hacksaw. Didn't take the bolts out and just cut them down flush carefully. As you see, there's no marks on the cocking lever or anything, so I just cut them nice and flush. Then we do a trial fit, make sure everything's fitting nice. Okay, so that's now locked in and everything has come together lovely. From this point onwards, everything will be finished rather quickly because everything has come together. You've spent your time gluing your side rails, you've assembled your magazine. It's just a matter now of assembling your holding lever and fitting this. Before you fit your cocking lever, you will now need to fit your front riser block. Come here. And your locking plates. So this is going to be the next step. So I'm going to press stop here now, fit the riser block, which is the front strengthening for your gates, and fit in your side reinforcing plates. I gotta change it, plates, one shot, you know me. Your reinforcing plates to take the cocking lever. Okay, so I'm going to stop now, fit the cocking plates, and so we go from there. Oh, quick one. I hope you guys, when you assemble this, you remembered through your cocking pivot here, it's nice and floppy and loose. When you put your grub screw through, I hope you put plenty of grease in your grub screw, and you put plenty of grease in this screw for your trigger. Okay, so that's now gone in. And now we're going to fit the riser block in here, ready for the next step. Back in 5 minutes. Okay, so we're putting the sides together now. As you can see, we have the riser block is in place, or retention block, or whatever you want to call it. The one side plate is in place, the other side I just got loose, and that's I want to show you. These 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, and now the 4th one I put it in, pass through this big block with a locking hole at the front to secure your bowling. And these ones here are held by the tiny screws. These ones. Okay, they don't pass right way through the body, only through the side plates. The ones going through right way through will be the longest ones in your set. Okay, so I'm going to continue to fit these now, and we'll come back and you'll see what it looks like in place. Okay guys, now your side plate should now be on. The easiest way to do it, in case you worked out, when you put these bolts through, it pushes out the other side over there as it cuts its thread through the plastic block for your bowling reinforcer or riser block. Now what I suggest is I gently pinch with a pair of mole grips, run the thread through the first time, push out the excess plastic out the side from where the threads are cut, take the bolts back out, thread them in again with a nutting. You can then remove your mole grips and tighten these two then fully at the side. Next step is to fit your cocking lever, thus, and you will need, again, number 4 bolt, the longest bolt, and your grub screw to go through the cocking lever. And again, we're going to be using shitloads of grease, okay, Vaseline. So that's going to be the next step, and for this section then, I'll be finished of the main instruction, and for part 6 we'll be looking at fitting your bolt retainer and testing. Okay, so we're just going to assemble the section out and I'll show you how it comes together. Okay guys, so your magazine's in place, your sides in, and your under lever's on. Now, when you're attaching your under lever, the front pivot point by here, the hole is too small. So before you try to screw this one through, run a thread through it first to clear out the shit. And then use one of the, what I call number 3 bolt. Just grab one, that size. So if I show you what I call number 2, number 3, number 4. So you have those 3 sizes. You're supposed to show it there. So you go 1, 2, 3, and number 4 is the longest. You want a number 3 bolt for through here, and don't forget to lubricate up. So that's the main mechanism now assembled and working. Fistful of boomstick, and the next we're going to look at is making your bolt retainer for your crossbow bolts. Okay guys, so that's the end of part 5. This should now be the stage that you're at. And in part 6 then, we're going to look at making your magazine system retaining bolt. And part 7, the final, will be fitting the prod and final testing. Sometimes you have to do some final fettling to get your pistol bow working correctly. But it's as I say, they're all prototype designs because none of them are mass production. And it's all down to the quality of the craftsmanship to how good yours will come out in the end. Okay guys, thanks and bye bye. Fuck, fell off.